Good evening, Summoners, and welcome back to the GPL 2015 Spring Split. My name is Wolf. Casting alongside me tonight, of course, is Flavors. No change from yesterday. Great games yesterday. Some pretty interesting games that we saw today in our first Best of 2 series between the Kuala Lumpur Hunters and Insidious Gaming Legends, where they tied 1-1.
That's right. Very long, drawn-out games as well. And interesting in the fact that with such clear leads on both sides, both teams actually took a very long time to close. So that's something that both of these teams really will be looking to improve. Again, it's still a very young period in the GPL, only round 2. In fact, round 1 for the Group D teams. So, a lot of work for them to do. Let's jump into this game that it will be Zotac 269, a Vietnamese team going up against Bizzaro KTHXBAI. As we jump back out to us, they are, of course, representing Malaysia. So, do give us a moment to fix any technical difficulties. We want to make sure those are all ironed out before we jump into the game itself. But what do you know from these two teams? KTHXBAI, they've been around.
They have. This is not their first split of the Korean Premier League. Of course, they came in for the TLC. It is their first split of the Korean Premier League. What am I talking about?
They made it through.
They made it through from the TLC. We've seen them a bunch of times in the TLC. Always top 2 seeds alongside the Kuala Lumpur Hunters here. And of course, we still are in the bans and picks. We're winning on that one shortly. But Zotac 269, on the other hand, are one of the 6 Vietnamese teams that have entered in the Korean Premier League. The 3 new additions coming in, of course, Zotac 269, Asus Fate, as well as, I'm blanking on the last one right now. I feel really, really bad for that last team. But let's actually talk.
Unfat Ultimate.
Yeah, Unfat Ultimate. Great job there.
Apu.
Yeah,
if
there
you will.
Go. Apu.
Alright,
we are in the Champion Select here. Zotac 269 did play Hanoi Fu Louis in one of their Vietnamese local tournaments on Monday, I believe. That one was given away to Hanoi Fu Louis. Zotac 269, from what little we saw of them in that VOD, plays rather aggressively in that early game, racking up bunch of kills, and that whole game was really like a high kill series overall. So we will have to see how it's gonna go. And there we go. We're back to us once again. Let's take a look at the champions that have been locked in. The band present Pantheon, Nar Morgana for the side of 269, Warwick, Lee Sin, and Maokai on the side of Bizzaro, KTHXBAI.
So a lot of jungle focus coming out from the KTHXBAI squad. Morgana banned away as well. So we'll have to see what exactly they set up for themselves. But we did see that first pick Jarvan being selected on the side of Zotac 269. So they definitely, like in our first game, and many people are catching on, Jarvan is such a priority pick right now.
It is.
You know, a champion that was lacking from our previous series was Corki.
Yeah, Corki did get kind of nerfed a little bit in the 421 patch. We will have to see, you know, how they're gonna use that missile speed, the Phosphorus Bomb missile speed, to kind of change things up a bit. We've been playing a game of Pong with the TriCaster here, swapping in and out between ourselves and the Champ Select. Let's see if the Pong game continues, or did we finally win this game. But nevertheless, 269 here with that Jarvan locking, looking for the Tristana Alistar. It's a lane that Celebrity and Surge.
Let's go with Surge, like Sarge, but
Surge.
Surge.
How do you pronounce a silent H, or is it H silent? Because H, like,
you know, I want to say,
GH.
You know, whenever I see usernames like these, or you know, handles like these, I try and imagine what was running through their minds when they were creating it.
Okay.
And I think it looks similar to something like Psy, with a lot more like grit in it.
Ah, so
it's like Sir.
All right, sure, that works, Sir. I guess.
Good.
Tristana Alistar, like I said, locking in that one in. Sir likes to play a lot of the Alistar. Fits his little, not little, but he fits his manly IGN, like, you
Yeah.
know, really gruff IGN
Yeah.
here. So we should see a lot of Brom and Alistair. No, I'm just kidding. He just plays a lot of Alistair in general.
Yeah, we saw that, as you mentioned, in the match against Hanoi for Lewis, so they definitely like that. And let's take a look now at what exactly will be the response coming out from KTHXBAI jungle. I really want to see what they pick up, because so far we've seen Jarvan be very, very impactful, and it does seem that he has almost inched himself away, you know, a slightly above the other junglers in the 420 patch onwards, especially after the Warwick nerf. So I think we could say from 4.21 onwards. We were talking about Vi a little bit yesterday, and we were saying still very, very strong, and it's just a matter of time, I think, before she re-enters the competitive scene, and here we go, being picked up on the side of KTB.
Yeah, there you go. Vi here. Good locking coming out from Bizzaro KTX, but I like Vi as a champion because of her persona. I like her kit as well, so we will have to see.
Don't go punching people recklessly.
No, I won't go punching. I just like her kit.
Alright, he said it on stream, guys. Make sure that you don't let Wolf go, oh, see, I told you. I would really love to see, though, if that Poppy comes out.
Yeah, we will see if Crom decides to pick up the Poppy, or at least if Sir picks up the Poppy for Crom. 269 here,
Yeah.
of course, with the Syndra pickup at the same time. Really safe laner in the mid lane. Bizzaro, okay, thanks, bye. We could see Beyond, or Celebrity pick up the Lissandra for Beyond. We did see this, of course, from that game between 269 as well as Hanoi Fulus. It is almost the exact same composition if they lock in the Lissandra, not the Poppy the top. Not the Poppy in the top lane, though.
So, that might be one of the ways they look at the composition shaping up on the side of KTHXBAI. And you know, the thing about Vi is once she goes into your back line, I mean, she can't really peel as effectively as, say, Jarvan with his zone. Rumble as well, once you lay down the equalizer, usually you're chasing after that. And I mean, I have only really looked at and analyzed Poppy games so far, but anything that is being thrown towards your backline, as long as they can survive long enough, hint, hint, you know, with the zone created by Jarvan yourself, Alistair and Lissandra, Poppy can just go wild on the enemy's backline.
Yeah.
So, well, it's definitely not a common pick, but with the way the chips are falling so far, 269 should be quite happy with their composition, I feel.
Bizzaro, KTHXBAI here might be a little bit shell-shocked from the Poppy pick. Let's see what Ribena decides to pick up for Zaire here. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they kind of react to this Poppy pick with the mid lane. What champions deal well here against the 269 team comp. Orianna being locked in does have that Vi Orianna synergy, something that we've not seen in a really long time, and you've got some backline in terms of the Rumble, Corki, and Janna. We have the resets as well with the Janna onto the Poppy aggression as well.
And Zaire, of course, a very established mid laner. He has been playing mid lane for a long time, very, very comfortable in the role. And it just looks like the composition coming out from KTHXBAI, with the exception of, say, the Vi, is something that you would see pretty much any, you know, any professional team run in the 4.21 meta. So I think it really just comes down to execution. I don't think we need to talk about that too much. They've got good ways to engage. They've got a good team fighting composition with some disengage in the form of Monsoon.
Yeah.
Interesting to talk about 269 a little bit more, though, because it's often that we see the Lissandra in the top lane, but now they put that into the mid lane. Of course, it's a flexible pick.
Yeah, Beyond here really likes the Lissandra in the mid lane, though.
And I think what that will allow them to do is very quickly decide whether or not they want to group for team fights or not. Because Lissandra can easily, you know, more easily than in the top lane, although you could argue with TP, but I'd still say in mid lane you have more access to both top and mid, and then you can really decide, you know, do I want to help with a push here? Because the claw, really, we've seen it so many times, you can just push people off tower, just because by throwing it out, people like respect it so much, they back off from it. Can do the same thing with bottom. Just the chain CC that could come out from Lissandra in either the top or bottom is something that KTHXBAI must respect.
You're definitely right. You've hit the nail on that. Flavors, of course. Bizzaro KTHXBAI, though, I mean, looking at both team comps, this is going to be quite interesting. It's a very all-in, dive-heavy team comp. I mean, even Celebrity can choose to dive in with the rocket jump. KTHXBAI, however, looking like a much more rounded team comp, well-rounded team comp in the form of the equalizer as well as some battery as initiation tools, with the follow-up, of course, from the shockwave. And if you've got those peel potential, Orianna can stay in the backlines quite well, help Pyro to actually kind of move around the area, move around the map as well. In addition to that, there's the dissonance for the speed up or the slow. Zone control coming in with Ribena on the Janna as well. So we will have to see how both these teams actually fare. It's the first time both of them are meeting in the GPL. It is, of course, round number 1 for Group D in week number 2 of the GPL. A lot of numbers and letters being thrown out here.
Yes. First time we're seeing Zotac 269 play in the GPL at all, actually. So we were talking a bit about the new teams coming out from Vietnam. Asus Fate was one of the games we casted just yesterday.
Yeah, against the Bangkok Titans, nonetheless.
And we were impressed with the way they approach objectives. Definitely seemed to have a good grasp of how exactly to play at a high level, high pressure, but in terms of execution, once the pressure really got to them, didn't seem like they were able to cope with it all too well. I want to see what exactly 269 does, whether or not they play kind of even and standard, which Asus Fate looked like they had kind of very well under control, or whether or not, as you pointed out, will they just go extremely aggressive, you know, because they picked the composition to do that. And that's one of the ways, I think, to make a name for yourself when you enter a scene, right?
Yeah.
Just go extremely aggressive, push the limits of what are, you know, the so-called established teams or teams that have been around longer.
Target bands as well onto some of these
make
players.
a name for yourself, you know. Have a breakout performance. I think that's what we're looking for.
Definitely. And Bizzaro KTHXBAI here just going a little bit of a throwback composition here to the Rumble, to the Vi and Oriana, and the Corki and the Janna as well. So it should see a really simple team compositions. We talk about win conditions in the earlier game. Let's talk about it now. Bizzaro KTHXBAI here has good objective control with the zone from Rumble's Equalizer as well as Oriana. They can easily siege down turrets. Corki has the missile barrage for the siege as well. And they can just, you know, win the team fights and just proceed on to take objectives. On the other hand, though, for the side of 269, Zotac 269, it is going to be the composition in which, okay, we've got Jarvan, we've got Poppy, we've got Alistar, we've got Lissandra. Let's all jump in, smash our faces to our keyboards, literally.
Yeah, two-handed, by the way.
Yeah. And just steamroll through the fights, because if you think about it, Alistar's just such a huge tank. Poppy is another ginormous tank. I mean, she's a Yordle, but because of her passive, because of her abilities, she just becomes so durable, so tenacious in the team fights. Jarvan as well, another great champion to rally onto the front lines. And we saw Lissandra yesterday. How much crowd control abilities can Lissandra just soak up with the Frozen Tomb and the Zhonya's Hourglass? And then we've got Tristana, a hyper carry. You're going to continue and pummel everyone with your damage over time.
That's right. I mean, that's something that is going to be weighing on KTB's mind. If we deal with the Lissandra that's running at us and the Poppy that's running at us, how about the Tristana in the back? Because they don't have somebody... I mean, yes, Vi can get to the back line of her ultimate, but they don't really have any kind of assassination potential.
Follow up either.
Oriana would have to be dragged in relatively close because Tristana always has the time to jump away with the, you know, Vi ultimate on you. So, you know, Stray wouldn't want to do that without the rocket jump being used because then his whole team would be dragged in. So definitely a lot of options open to 269. I do want to say that as compared to the first set of the day, hopefully we see, you know, crisper execution.
Yeah,
because it's great to see teams have the idea and pick these champions that just work so well, you know, in synergistic ways. But as we saw, what can look good on paper might actually be very difficult to pull off in the actual game conditions.
It makes me wonder what 269 actually stands for, because Zotac is their sponsor, so 269 is their team name.
Okay, so we should just call them 269 then.
Yeah.
269. Let's try and let's rack our brains on this one.
If I knew Vietnamese, I wonder what 269 is in Vietnamese.
Like literally, right?
Is this some joke or like, you know, I don't know.
Maybe it's like a pun of some kind.
Yeah, maybe it is. I was trying to think about, you know, Mandarin ones, but all I can think of are just really vulgar ones, so I'm not just gonna go for it at all.
We won't go there at all.
Yeah.
But maybe it is some kind of pun, or maybe it goes with some of their, you know, their in-game handles as well. Like some of them have like English words like sacrifice, beyond, celebrity.
Beyond's my favorite IGN here for the side of 269.
Beyond's a pretty great IGN.
It is. Another reason for me liking the word Beyond is because like I'm a huge PlayStation fan and we have this Beyond community as well. So, hey, Beyond.
PlayStation, man, unite.
Yeah.
What's this Xbox nonsense? Oh, all right. Don't be hurt, all you Xbox users. Still love you guys. as it is back to a PC game called League of Legends, which we are actually casting.
Yeah.
We can see a little bit of trading going back and forth in the mid lane already, and Zaire, well, leveling the shield first. That's actually something that is quite common among professional players, those of you looking to boost your own Orianna play, because that shield allows you to take the damage and then trade back with the clockwork of her own auto attack.
Yeah,
so
the clockwork wind up really stacking on that magic damage here. KTHXBAI getting that early lead. In terms of CS here, we have the bottom lane actually pushing in onto 269, Pyro as well as Ribena. Just showing how well the Corki Janna lane can be. However, once the level 3 actually hits for Sir here, we should see some aggression back towards the Corki as well as Janna lane.
yeah, but I mean, really, this is one of the reasons why Alistar has fallen off. His lane presence is basically
nothing if you lose the push control.
Yeah, and it's either like right in your face or not at all. Because there's if he's not going in for the engage, he doesn't really have that much zoning potential, especially if your own AD is already getting a little bit low. Which is why, of course, Alistar's kit has in there, yeah, right there, the Triumphant Roar for the heal. Yeah. But really, that's something that Sir and Celebrity will have to take into account. CS disparity.
Celebrity?
That works. That does work.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to warm up to that one like Narvin.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, I think still didn't show up. If I recall correctly. We know those of you that were there for us for that match, the earlier match, do let us know. But in any case, this is between 269 and KTHXBAI. And likewise, if you can figure out what 269 is all about,
tweet at me.
Oh, they're going now. Oh, okay.
Someone will tell us someday.
So rather interesting right there by Sacrifice to actually use his knockup right on point. Of course, he was trying to chain it together with the lockdown from Lissandra. Not quite successful. Nevertheless, the flash being burnt is nicely done because Lissandra with her own flash. Very, very easy to set up a gank for Jarvan the next time he comes around. Just flash and W.
There you go, the hitbox Pulverize coming in, and Pyro is just going to Valkyrie away. And I have to say, that gank could have been executed a little bit more cleanly on the side of Sacrifice. Could have waited for the flash there. But nevertheless, I mean, that's a flash burn, and as a jungler, I take that any day.
Of course. And interesting to note that he got the Stalker's Blade. This is the 4.21 patch. So, of course, the Ranger's Trailblazer on the side of Stray, while it still offers that sustained route through the jungle, is not quite as overwhelming in terms of clear speed as it used to be in this new patch. So, Jarvan will be looking to be a little more aggressive with his own smite, as we see him going up into the top lane. Not on a ward, but it seems like the sense of KTHXBAI's Maxi will prove him right in backing off at this point in time.
Yeah, we will have to see, of course. Oh, there we go. We got a Vault Breaker for Beyond, and that was a great frozen path there for the exit stage right here on the side of Lissandra, getting away without burning any summoners at all.
Yeah, well, again, I think that, and it's easy for us to say because we're not under game conditions, but that gank, of course, just being able to creep up behind him, could have just pushed the agenda a little bit more, auto-attacked a lot more, get the damage down, you know, make 269 Beyond panic a little bit more, and then match the frozen path with the Vault Breaker.
Yeah, but take a look at the goal score right now. No kills. Where does this 800 gold go to?
Yeah, it's the CS differentials.
It's amazing. I've never seen a team take such a lead this
Indeed.
early.
800 CS. Just
800 gold.
Oh, sorry.
800 CS is...
Whoa! My bad. So, Flavors getting it wrong right there, but definitely that 800 gold just from CS. You know, for all of you that are wondering, man, CSing really isn't that fun. These basic things that will get you guys going. And of course, that will mean item thresholds hit very importantly for the mid-game powerhouses of the likes of Corki, Rumble as well. Oh, interesting. Alright, so they will actually spot out Beyond right here.
Whoa, the equalizer goes down as well from Mag. Those pineapples, I mean, the Scuttle Crab is just going to scuttle right over that one.
That was, yeah, peculiar usage of a very long cooldown ultimate. Guess he knows he won't exactly need it in lane.
I don't know, this
Tristana.
really opens up Dragon for 269 right now. With Rumble teleporting in without the equalizer, like I said, open up a good opportunity for 269 to just get Dragon control right now.
Yeah, and I really feel that that is why they are wanting to get around the mid lane. Sacrifice does get spotted out by Stray, who himself is level 6. I mean, we talked about how Stray with the Stalker's Blade would want to gank a bit more. Was successful in burning a flash in the top side.
We might see Stray decide to go for it.
Yeah, but 2 levels down is a big price to pay for 1 flash. Oh man, there you go. Okay, very, very early CC.
Wow.
Oh man.
I was really close there. If Zer could make his way there.
Gets his red. Wow, okay. So, I think that was just a little bit of rushed chain of skills coming out from Stray.
I have to berate Stray a little bit here. He has a ward in his inventory. He had the assault and battery up. He knew that Jarvan was going to flash that wall. Drop the ward over the Krugs, wait for the flash, use the assault and battery, secure
exactly. No, and the thing is, he saw the Demacian standard being used on the camp as well. So Jarvan's flag combo wasn't up. Again, oh, hold that. We might have to just focus on mid for a little bit. They do get first blood. Nicely done, and even the flash away. Look at that. No ultimate on Stray from just now as well. Beyond with first blood of the game. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful zoom in. Nice recon animation. But to get back on the Stray, with the flag and drag combo not available to Jarvan, you really didn't need to even use your Vault Breaker at that point in time, much less your ultimate. And he used both of them. Really, really not optimal. Yes, perhaps they were just trying to chunk him low enough for the Orianna ultimate that was coming in. But if you don't have the CC to lock him down for that long enough time, yep, he just flashed over the wall.
And Orianna was already making that roam. There are a lot of things that could have gone better. I mean, even if Celebrity as well as Sir came down to kind of go for backup, you had Orianna with, like I said, with the Shockwave. That could have turned things around really quickly. You had Pyro and Ribena within the vicinity. Could have just collapsed down and just gotten you even more kills as well.
Alright, so definitely the junglers have been active. There's no denying that in this game, but we are looking again for, once again, that crisper execution from these teams. It is, of course, round 1 for these Group D teams. They might be able to catch Ribena out here. Here comes the Headbutt Pulverize combination.
Ooh.
Nice moves right
gale. There. And the flash.
Still though, that Lissandra will definitely be very happy with that first blood money in her pocket.
I never understood the ice moving thing from Lissandra.
Oh, you mean under her when she moves?
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but it just doesn't look, I don't know, it just looks weird.
It's
the more I look at it,
I think it's quite mesmerizing actually.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I'd say that's the reason why I lose all my CS against Lissandra in lane. I'm just too busy looking at her.
Not
movement icicles.
Not being chunked down by the ice shards, huh?
No, just not at all. What? Ice shards? Not at all. In any case, it looks like the CS scores have evened up somewhat in the bottom lane, but do want to say that because there's not much action going on here. In the top side, 86 to 53. My goodness. I mean, sure, the Poppy pick, like I said, just with how the composition lines up, might be a real trouble for the late game come that, but at the moment, I mean, this Poppy is not having too fun a time against the Rumble.
Poppy does CS quite well under the turret though, so I'm not entirely sure. And she can trade well back to the Rumble, especially at this stage of the game. So I'm not entirely sure, with the Sheen on top of that. Like I said, not entirely sure why Chrom is playing so passively. And of course, we did see, you know, Sacrifice make his way in the mid lane. So a lot of mid lane focus instead of the top lane focus. Beyond is the one that's roaming up this time.
Right, so the call might be just stay as healthy as you can, Chrom, until Beyond gets there. Once again, Maxi has pretty good sense. I think he recognizes as well, or is just playing very, very safe. But when I say that, I usually see CS scores that are not something like 92. I mean, he's really off to a great, great start on this Rumble. We did, of course, criticize his very peculiar ulti usage about 5 or 6 minutes ago, but nevertheless, his lane control has been very good. Nice to see Stray actually picking up what looks to be the Warrior enchantment on Devi. I am in huge favor of that as opposed to the Juggernaut. Yeah, because I mean, if you land your Vault Breaker for any one of your ganks, pretty much you just chunk them so low. especially if your ultimate, it's
Do
a
you think
confirmed kill.
anyone will pick up the Devouro's enchantment again? I mean, I feel that it's been hit by the nerf bat a little bit too hard here.
Yeah, it's kind of that item where, or it's a bit like that champion where people go like, come on, that's just not fair, such as like Warwick. And now that it's been like taboo, like don't touch that, people I think are gonna take a while to kind of warm up to it being useful or even basically back in the meta just yet. Sir going in here for a little bit of...
Takes way too much damage.
Yeah, I want to say damage, but then look again at the health bars of Pyro and Ribena. More just trying to say that you can't push me around for free. But hey, buddy, it looks like KTHXBAI can indeed push you around for free. I'm pretty sure Crom gave this away.
They're going in for this, and Crom pushed Mag away, taking
Oh my goodness.
a lot of damage in return now.
Crom gave that away way too easily. Whoa!
Whoa! Teleport coming in. Sir coming up big here. The first one is going to go down, going to be Ribena. Pyro will get taken down as well. It's going to be a double kill for Celebrity. The rocket jumping right in now. Zare here turning it around. However, in the top lane, it's going to be Mag taking down Beyond now. And 269 looking like they want to go for Dragon.
So interesting right there. I'm not too sure how exactly Rumble kills Lissandra, even with her ultimate and her flash available. Nevertheless, with that out of the way,
Beyond even used Ignite there as well.
yeah. But I guess 269 making the best out of what shouldn't have been really a situation for them at all. In the top side saying, well, Rumble's used his ultimate. He definitely won't be TPing down here, especially with many members of KTHXBAI already being taken down bottom side. They go for the Dragon. Nicely done.
That is trade this for the turret though.
Yeah, trade for the turret, and that means that KTHXBAI hangs on to this gold lead that they've enjoyed for a large portion of the early game. 1,002 now is the lead. Of course, the Dragon in the favor of 269 will mean that that 6% means more and more as this game goes on. And I do want to see as well how exactly Sacrifice is going to focus perhaps the top side now to help Crom, I wouldn't say get back into this game because Poppy is a little bit behind, but by no means out of it. It's more just the fact that they have to be ready for a very, very high impact Rumble to, well, join them in the team fights.
Yeah.
And perhaps a less impactful Poppy, although she did have a nice TP down to lock Pyro up against the wall and pick up that kill for 269.
The knock-up onto Celebrity. Pyro takes a little bit too many turret shots. However, it's going to be Sir as well as Sacrifice coming in. Pyro here does not have the Valkyrie available. It's going to be slammed down. They're going to trade 1-for-1. AD carry for AD carry. The teleport now coming in onto Mag. Oh, actually, Mag jumps right in with the Flame Spitter. Will hit the Electro Harpoons as well. The knock-up. Ribena actually not able to get that final auto attack down. It's going to be Zare with that one, and they're going to just walk away. 4-for-1 exchange in favor of KTHXBAI. Of course, that was just overall a very lackluster team fight.
Yeah, and something else we missed was that Beyond got taken down again
By Zare in the mid lane, I think.
He did. So we were talking in the pregame about how Lissandra in the mid lane would be able to impact side lanes more, because just due to the fact that you are a mid lane champion and not so much top. But we saw him go top once, didn't get the gank off,
die to Mag.
actually got, you know, killed. Didn't get to contribute to bottom this time because he gets killed in mid lane itself. So Beyond, while he did pick up the first blood, does need to watch out because that was way too easy for KTHXBAI to collapse onto the bottom and pick up very easy kills. Of course, could be argued, Sacrifice with his Cataclysm kind of locked himself into place against that Warrior Enchantment Vi who hurts a lot.
Yeah, definitely hurting a lot there. And you know, Jarvan with the Stalker's Blade opting to go for the Juggernaut enchantment. You know, actually going for the Warriors enchantment as well. So both of them going for the Warriors enchantment. We will see that, you know, 269 here falling behind a little bit, and KTHXBAI just running away with the goalie, and then we see the shockwave coming out from Zare.
Alright, Zare showing that you need to be a little bit more respectful of my damage. Jarvan, of course, having very, very little magic resistance at this point in time. Almost gets taken down by the full 1-2-3 combo by Orianna.
Yeah, absolutely right there. I mean, both these teams just milling about and farming. We've not seen farm games ever since Season 2, but it's shaping out to be that way, Flavors.
And the good thing, or rather I would say the team that might be happier with this is of course KTHXBAI, mostly due to the fact that the CS scores are in their advantage. So it's like, alright, if we're going to keep farming...
exponentially, I have to add as well.
Yeah, especially for
the
top lane, that Rumble, it's like, well, Rumble is going to be one of our biggest strengths in the team fight. And excuse me for just kind of losing it right there. I was wondering what exactly is Ribena trying to do. I mean,
Flash into the Howling Gale.
Flash and Frozen Tomb and even the Frozen Path available to Beyond still though. So very, very gutsy move, but
thinking that Ribena might be trying to go for one of those Flash Monsoon plays. Not entirely sure.
No, but hey, I'll tell you what we are sure about. Sir, not all too tanky yet, but that Leandri's Rumble is really, really hurting
there we
right
go.
now.
We see the Equalizer coming out. Sacrifice takes a big bunch of damage right now. Oh, will we see the Claw come in? It's going to be the turret that's taken down for the side of KTHXBAI. They're going to continue this push, or will they? They're going to rotate to possibly get some vision down onto the Dragon now.
Alright, KTHXBAI saying, well, if you're going to keep your AD in the bottom, AD carry in the bottom to get the bottom tier 1, we're going to take your mid tier 1. Will they try and force this right here? No, it does not, but it looks like actually... I wanted to say KTHXBAI has vision for the Dragon, but they do not. In fact, neither team really has sufficient Dragon to say that they have a stake or a claim over the Dragon Pit area. 1 minute left with the members of KTHXBAI backing. I do expect them to pick up all the vision necessary to control it. There you go, a bunch of wards in their inventories, even pink wards being picked up. So, 269, they have one pink ward in the river bush near to Dragon, but they will need to go into the area to establish more. And big item thresholds being hit. We've seen needlessly large rod being picked up by Zair. We already had the Leandris onto Magsy's Rumble a few moments ago. Trinity Force as well as the Sorcerer Boots picked up by Pyro's Corki. So this is a KTHXBAI team that is rightfully looking to establish their dominance over objectives.
Yeah, we have to see. Wait, is that a visual bug?
Where?
The Scuttle Crab speech shrine is there. Yeah, it's a visual bug.
Maybe it's his twin. His evil scuttler crab twin.
Yeah, it is a visual bug. There's no speed buff coming out from Stray.
Alright, so no kind of actual movement.
Action, just no action right now. Chrom, of course, split pushing up in the top.
Dear.
And sure, might get taken down. We will see the teleport coming in right here. Slam dunk. And we will have the Equalizer as well as a Shockwave come out. First kill will go off to KTHXBAI. The Ribena with the Monsoon here gets the reset. Zair using the Frozen Tomb. Not Zair. Zair getting hit by the Frozen Tomb, but Beyond does go down. Pyro coming in. The
Poppy
Stomp does fail. However, it is going to be Poppy and Tristana. Both icons really, really looking very similar here. And a Quadra kill on the Tristana.
The
Yordles are real. The Yordles are painful, and we're going to continue on to kind of siege down this turret. They're not going to take Dragon here, but mid lane turret tier 1's going to go down.
That's right. So, the Yordle duel right there, pretty much untouched in the whole fight. It was a Shockwave that was activated pretty much only onto the front line of Beyond, as well as I think Sir right there. This is a little bit gutsy from 269 though to stick around to try and get this Dragon, but you know what? 6-1 and 2 is this Tristana right now. Hasn't even gone back to buy. Already doing a bunch of damage, so they'll be feeling very, very confident.
Yeah, they will be able to get their second Dragon of the game here. 269 showing that, you know, I expected some aggressive play from them, but it does seem like their team fighting capability is a lot better overall.
Yeah, and that really was just due to the fact that they knew they could go very aggressive when the Shockwave, as well as the Equalizer. Equalizer not very optimal, right? Was a little bit of an angle actually pointing back towards the mid-tier run rather than actually cutting across the river area. So that wasn't optimal. And then the Shockwave, while it was good on two members, those two members who were Surg and Beyond, I believe, or even Sacrifice. Basically, we talked about this before when the game was just starting up. If you deal with the strong front line of Beyond, Sacrifice, Sir, and Chrom running at you, you saw Celebrity's just in the back, getting off all those free hits as Tristana as we mentioned, hadn't even gone back to buy, but now that he has gotten that Infinity Edge completed, and the lifesteal coming out from the Vamp Scepter. I mean, this Tristana is only going to get stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, Poppy has that late game potential as well to become a beast, especially with the Trinity Force. And on the side of KTHXBAI, of course, we will see a few item power spikes. Pyro with his own Trinity Force and the BF Sword alongside the Sorcerer's Shoes, the Needlessly Large Rod for Mag, and the Leandry's Torment.
Yeah. So despite the kill score being, relatively high or a good amount, both these teams don't seem to be very, very confident about, picking fights. It's more like, if there's a dragon up, then we go for the fight. Here, if not, it just seems to be a lot of holding patterns.
Let's just farm,
yeah,
maybe push a little bit.
We've seen maybe, glimmers here of KTHXBAI being a little bit more on top of the rotation. They took mid-tier 1 while Tristana was bottom. Looks like they're trying to kind of emulate that success once again. If Tristana goes to a side lane, they push up mid, but they're actually getting flanked right here.
Yeah, Beyond takes a lot of damage. Will have to cast a Frozen Tube onto himself now. It's going to be Mac with that Equalizer cut off. Will we see actually the shock already being used here? And this might be a turnaround fight for KTHXBAI.
Chrom way too late to the party here. Joins the fight pretty much over the corpses of his dead allies. And it was looking to be a very good collapse from very sloppy or complacent vision control by KTHXBAI. You can see they have absolutely no vision on their flanks. But the execution from 269, when you pull off a flank like that, it's got to be everyone collapsing at the exact right moment. Otherwise, like you saw right there, if it's, 1 by 1, 2 and then 1, just not anything other than 5 at once, you're just going to get picked apart.
Yeah, that's right. They even get this inhibitor turret in the 23rd minute mark. So it is going to be KTHXBAI coming up big here for that team fight.
Yeah.
Picking out objectives, getting the kills, getting the ace.
I do want to say as well though, Wolf, that this is really good signs coming out from the 269 team though. Because while it may have been very messy in terms of the way they collapsed into that, this is something that I think every professional team needs to be able to punish another team for. If you don't ward your flanks and you're going to go for my tier 2, be prepared to be collapsed on. So at least, the idea is there from them. They have it in their mind to do that. Just a little bit more, tweaking and practice to refine that.
Yeah, the
I think will really help
execution.
them.
And every time the team fights start, I have no clear idea who's going to win it because it will all boil down to who misses their ultimates.
Yeah, it's been messy team fights back and forth. That's been undeniable. Definitely suboptimal usage, I think, would be the concise way to define or basically describe a lot of this skill usage. Tower score 5-2 though for KTHXBAI, so they are definitely ahead in that regard. Nevertheless, they still have to worry. I still want to say it. Celebrity on his 7-2 to Tristana. The only reason they had a free pass at him in the last fight was due to the fact that his team didn't collapse on time. If they did manage to do that on time, yes, you may have gotten the Tristana, but Chrom on his Poppy would have been going absolutely wild. And is that a Tiamat I see on this Poppy? My goodness,
Yep,
I just
it is a
love
Tiamat.
to see Poppy in competitive play because the builds on their own are just
Insane.
absolutely wild. You know,
Yeah.
we've seen Triforce Poppy, that's pretty common, but then we've seen like Yomu's Ghostblade,
Oh, that's Mac.
Blade of the Ruined
Blade of the Ruined
King.
King.
Oh
Go
man.
for the full AD. Go for that move speed. Go for that lifesteal. Just Poppy smashing faces.
Yeah, and the Dominating Blow, I believe that's the name of her Q, has such a satisfying
Sound
noise,
and
yeah.
animation as well.
Chunk, and you see like 80% of the guys' health go down. As it is, 269 do pick up their third turret of the game. Dragon in 1 minute. They of course have the timer. They meaning 269. 269 do have the timer onto the Dragon. I do expect them to set up vision. Once again, that is a visual bug, guys. The Scuttle Crab is, as you can see right here, live and well. Only for just a little bit. And then we'll see. 1.5 minutes long is the Scuttle Crab zone presence. And with Dragon spawning in only 30 seconds, that'll be very useful for 269 to look for their third Dragon. Whereas for KTHXBAI, well, they definitely want to stop this Dragon train before it really takes off. Again, I really do love the swap in 4.21 where the second Dragon is the one that gives you the tower damage. that really helps to make Dragon feel a little more impactful, especially
Yeah,
after
with the siege as well.
yeah, reduction from 8 to 6%. All right, Dragon Life. Let's see.
It's gonna be the Dragon Dance now.
Let's see how both of these teams approach it. KTHXBAI, very, I would say, much more prepared this time around, sweeping out division and establishing their own. But 269 look like they want to contest this. He's actually gone in and he gets the steal.
Yeah, he gets the steal. They give themselves the third Dragon buff here, and now Crom choosing the wrong target to use his diplomacy as well, because Zera does do quite a bit of damage right now with the death cap, easily taking down Crom in that fight. They will push into the inhibitor. They are 5 members strong, and this should be a free inhibitor going over to KTHXBAI.
That's right. And Zera pretty much played diplomacy, the great game that it is, as you should. Because, you know, diplomacy, yeah, you may be immune to, say, a country, but hey, one-on-one, you're still able to do a lot. And he just took down that diplomat right there. Nicely done by KTHXBAI. Did, of course, get the dragon stolen from them. That's a little bit of a downer, but hey, when you manage to get the inhibitor back after that, that I think evens the morale scales just by a little bit, if not a lot. So 269 on their end will be thinking that, well, we've got the 4th dragon and perhaps the 5th in our bags if we can just continue to play around the dragon as we've been doing. And really got to give credit to Sacrifice for making that sacrifice right there, jumping into the dragon pit. I think they're trying to set up here for a pick. They've got the pink ward there. Ribina's got to watch out, but it looks like they leave early, or rather just leave, as they do have Crom in the bottom side. Has his TP up, but looks like they want to give him a little more time to perhaps complete that Ravenous Hydra.
Yeah, we will have to see what Crom decides to kind of itemize after those 2 core items are completed. 722 is Celebrity. Haven't gotten any major kills in the team fights just yet. We'll be building off from that BF sword as well as the pickaxe. Not entirely sure what she's going for. Is it a second Infinity Edge? I'm not entirely sure. I hope not.
Last Whisper
and Bloodthirster?
Yeah. That's really not an optimal way to do it. Should just be completing one of them first, but maybe was thinking of completing Bloodthirster first and then recognize that, hey, there is some armor to shred through. Although, not too much. I mean, sure, there's Zhonya's onto Rumble.
And that's practically it. And we have the Magi Soul Stealer coming up from Ribina as well.
Yeah. So, we'll have to see. Again, these 2 teams, I want to say, I think the term to define them is hesitant. Really not looking to force any issues. It's really been, I think the only fights we've seen is around dragons.
Yeah. And
objectives. And, well, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to do to warm up. First game of the set. You want to just feel your opponents out.
And there we go. We will see the Talisman of Ascension coming in. They all kind of pummel down onto Sarah here. They need to get away from this one. Crom with his teleport. We see Rumble with his teleport and just... Oh, gets the... Wow. Throws out the equalizer from that far. Wow.
Again, yet another peculiar usage of the ultimate from Mags right there.
You know, KTHXBAI should be pooping out wards as they walk through the jungle here, but they don't have any in their inventory, so they will be blind to any sort of flanks coming in. Sir and Sacrifice looking to make a flank, actually. This might spell trouble.
This is the time
with
to
a capital T for KTHXBAI, and there we go. We see Beyond coming in with a great stun. Sir with a huge knockup. This should be go time for 269. Crom now running away from this. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Support for Jungler now, and Crom coming up big, getting the double kill. However, Mag with the Zhonya's and the Flame Spitter. Celebrity now jumping in, trying to go down onto Pyro, gets the double, jumps back in, jumps onto Mag here. Mag trying to fight Sacrifice now, but Celebrity will be able to get a better of it. It's going to be a triple for a triple. The rocket jump should be coming back up very shortly. Ooh. Oh, go to the flash instead. Gets the ace. Gets the delayed triple, and there we go. That was a really interesting team fight coming out from 269. I thought they had the perfect positioning using that flash as well as the the root there coming off from beyond on the Sandra.
Whoa, okay, sorry. Had to stop you right there because, yeah, Celebrity
Nearly going down to the super minion. But like I said, I thought that was
Yeah.
a big fight that 269 could have really turned on his head very quickly. But KTHXBAI somehow managing to survive the brunt of that. I think they did not really focus the damage all too well. And hence, you know, you allowed Zare, you allow Pyro, you allowed, you know, Mag to just kind of roll it through for 269.
Yeah, and Mags definitely has got to be kicking himself right there for using his ultimate very prematurely in the mid lane, because indeed, even without that ultimate, they come out 4 for 5.
Yeah, 4 for 5.
And if that ultimate had been there, I mean, that is what Rumble is known for. As I once again panic a little bit because Chrom barely escapes the Orianna Shockwave, and hey, just like the Rumble Equalizer being down, this might be the signal 269 needs to get onto this team fight. But Orianna ultimate down, Rumble back up, and look at that Elixir of Sorcery. This Rumble absolutely hurts, but so does the 10, 2, and 4 Tristana, who has picked up both the Last Whisper and the Bloodthirster. So, to answer our question, Wolf, which one is it? He says, why not both?
Yeah, why not both? Picking up both of the items at the same time as well. Of course, I mean, we just have a bunch of fights going back and forth, and I have to say Ribena doing a really good job of disengaging for his team in order for KTHXBAI to continue on to this one. KTHXBAI, their first drag out of the game. Now they're disengaged from the Monsoon. Mag drops the equalizer, however, it's going to be 2 kills in favor of KTHXBAI. Can Celebrity come in with a cleanup though? Celebrity trying to hammer it out onto Zare, does pick up the kill. Only Sir alive right now, and Stray with the Vault Breaker. Actually, it's going to be the Flame Spitter that picks it up, and KTHXBAI here constantly landing those key spells, having those items, tunneling and focusing on particular champions. They managed to get it done pretty well in that fight, and you know, in that entire game, Zero did not use his Shockwave at all.
Indeed, so this should give KTHXBAI a lot of confidence, because in the previous fight without Rumble Equalizer, they came out pretty much as close to even as you can in a 4v5, you know, a 4 for 5. And this time they come out way ahead even without the Orianna ultimate.
Yeah, even without the equalizer actually landing.
I do want to say though that
on point,
a lot of the reason why that went heavily in KTHXBAI's favor is due to the fact that Celebrity kind of just went crazy. Perhaps like his namesake, thinking that everybody would just welcome him or respect him or whatever it was. He jumped in way too early.
Yeah, way too early indeed.
And basically gave up that Tristana passive range that just grows and grows and grows and makes her such an annoying Yordo in the backline. Not too sure what was running through his head right there. Maybe the fame got to him a little bit, because 11, 3, and 6 is still a fantastic score, but he's got to watch out to not, you know, not play so crazy.
You have to. I mean, the fights here have not been surmounting to any sort of objectives or any major objectives, and it's kind of frustrating to see both teams just... I mean, the teams must be frustrated themselves. You're like, let's win fights, let's do something about winning fights, and then they can't convert that into map objectives. I mean, yes, Dragon was taken finally by KTHXBAI, but still, it makes you wonder how long this game is going to go, because neither team is giving up or giving an inch in these fights, and both 269 and KTHXBAI could easily just come back in and just win a fight right now. Yeah. Yes, the gold difference is at about 6,000 gold, 5,500 at 35 minutes, but that is really just one or less than a core item that separates these teams now.
And something else that has got to be concerning the 269 squad is that the members on the side of KTHXBAI are starting to get pretty tanky or having ways to survive the initial wombo combo, if you will, of Jarvan and Lissandra jumping in. It's a great zone created for Celebrity to stand outside and deal damage if he actually stands outside to do damage.
What is Mag?
Having fun with the Gromp, man. Don't you do that sometimes? Just like play with it and... No? Okay, never mind. So Mag's definitely spending a little too much time on the Gromp right there. I mean, took it as best as he could. Might even question what was Chrom doing there. These two, of course, have teleport, so they're going to be a little bit on an island of their own. Chrom really trying to get this tower.
He really wants the tower.
Not been working out for him at all.
Yordle with their tower sickness, they need to get the tower. KTHXBAI now sweeps away the vision that 269 has just placed in the Baron pit.
Yeah, definitely we're seeing
They're just pushing and pulling each other.
Moments
flavors.
of brilliance from 269 when they tried to collapse earlier. Of course, it wasn't very crisp, but then we do see moments of very lacking, you know, a dearth of basics, I would say. When you establish vision like that, 30 plus minutes in around Baron, you have to defend it somehow, you know. Even if it's just throwing out a few spells, tossing out the Jarvan flag to say, hey, we're here. You're not going to get into here for free. KTHXBAI is like, no, you know what? I think we are. And they just did. So, really not working out too well.
We'll have to see. 269 here looking for a pick using the glacial path.
Was that so hard? Like, you just throw out the path and you force away the Vi. I mean, they've got to do that. And this time they have no more wards left because, well, their original wards have gotten swept away. So, if, you know, they're catching on, but
they are.
It's a step too late.
It is. It is a step too late. How did Ribena miss that ward there? Okay, she didn't miss the ward. Gonna clear it out. It's gonna be the Baron dance once again, flavors. 19 to 24.
Yep.
Kills here.
Chrom finally gets the tower though.
He gets the turret. However, KTHXBAI might get this Christmas festive Baron with their hands recall. Are they gonna fight here though?
Yeah,
Will they fight?
Nice.
Fantastic equalizer coming in, landing on the Seer as well as sacrifice. Seer's gonna just run away from this one, I think.
Looks to be.
They're gonna allow him to recall.
Ooh, looks to be a
They
stall.
need to interrupt Chrom here. They're gonna lose an inhibitor off of this one. Chrom's just gonna completely ignore this one. Might turn it on his head though. Come on, Chrom. Use that Paragon of Demacia to run away from it. And there, let me see the flash coming out from Mag. And now we see the turnaround. Mag actually teleporting in from this one.
He has no equalizer. What are they trying to do with this? This doesn't make sense at all. So teleport and flash. Oh, they're trying to force with the Vi ultimate.
Gets it. Puts on the frozen tomb here. Beyond's gonna go down to 0 though.
Alright.
And there we see KTHXBAI coming up big, taking down the split pusher of Chrom and catching Beyond on the retreat. My question is, what was 269 doing so far out of base?
That's right. I think they were trying to get the tier 2 when the members of KTHXBAI were trying to collapse onto bottom. But the fact that Chrom already fell meant that 269 should have known that no more members going bottom. Yeah, they were gonna go mid, straight up mid. Should have respected the Vi ultimate a bit more. Perfect timing on that Vault Breaker as well to get the Lissandra in her path.
Don't kill the Paros. Don't kill the Paro ward. Okay,
they're not killing the Paro, man. They're killing the Nexus Third.
They're gonna kill the Nexus Third. They're gonna jump right in onto this one. The Cataclysm comes in the diplomatic immunity onto Stray. Gonna take Stray down instantly here. Will Chrom get a double kill? I think Chrom will. And this time Celebrity jumping right into the fight. Trying to get as much damage onto someone there. Pyro gets it. There's gonna be the rocket jump coming in. That's a lot of damage. Another crit coming out. Mag gonna come out. We see the frozen tube. It is going to be an ace. Will it be the ace? Will the pause.
You've got to be kidding me. Most anticlimactic moment ever. And in fact, if that flame spitter had just been a little bit shorter, it would have been a brilliant save
Yeah.
onto Celebrity. Who, by the way, just went absolutely mad in that team fight.
He did. Triple kill.
It's like, sign my autograph, man.
Like, let me make my name and mark my name on your bodies with this black marker of mine.
Exactly.
Instead of a marker, it's actually the Medjling gunner, so it is a gun instead. So
it's like tattoos, but way more hardcore.
Yeah, way more hardcore. Bullet holes.
Cannonballs, actually, I think,
cannonballs
come out of that. So, Celebrity definitely keeping his team in the game right there. Pretty much doing a 4v1 if you think about it. 4v2, I guess, if you can count Beyond's entrance into the game right here. And
269 Beyond.
You know, this is the question right now. Let's think. If Maxi, he has one more spell before he overheats. He has to decide whether he wants Flame Spit for damage or the shield.
Scrap shield. Scrap shield. Does he use the scrap shield? Oh, he does use the scrap.
And the Flame Spitter. He gets both? What? Alright.
It's the ace. The double ace.
Double ace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GPL Spring Split 2015. 40 minutes in, we have our first double ace, I believe, of the split so far.
Obi's having fun as well.
Yeah,
He is having a bunch of fun.
Look at that, though. Can they get this in time? No, looks like there's going to be enough champions on the side of KTHXBAI respawning to hold off this tower push. There we go, Janna shields, knockups, all that fun stuff. Alright, so it really looked like KTHXBAI were looking to close out that game, but Celebrity was having none of it. Although I do want to say that in that whole fight, Chrom used his ultimate on the Vi. Yes, on Stray. Proceeded to drop Stray very, very low.
Take down Ribena as well.
But then he went, he killed Stray off and actually ended the diplomatic effect basically prematurely. Because you want to use that immunity for as long as possible in the team fight.
Is that how it works though?
Yes.
I'm sure it continues on even after.
No, it ends. It ends if you kill the guy, yeah, the effect ends. So
Smite.
Nope. Sacrifice, not able to sacrifice right here. This might be a TP that has to be cancelled. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Here though, they've got to focus her. They don't have the CC for it just yet.
Yeah, she does run the Elixir of Wrath now. Oh, punted away. Sir here will be needing to pop his, not gonna pop his ultimate. He's gonna get taken down. Celebrity here has a lot of shields. The Banshee's Veil, the Bloodthirster, looks really cool. She looks like a red blood cell.
Yeah. No, really.
She does.
And I think that's perfect for this team because Celebrity is the life of this team at the moment.
Yeah.
13-4-9. They've got to keep him alive, you know. I would like to see Chrom just go absolutely crazy onto Pyro, who he himself is, of course, very, very strong. But when you've got Poppy chasing on you, I mean, not many things look as strong when you've got a Poppy in your face.
Nearly a 10,000 gold lead for KTHXBAI, but at a 42-minute mark, hey, we're hitting the 6 item and elixir marks here.
Yep, decent wave clear on the side of 269.
How many stacks does Ribena have on his Magi's? I want to find out.
Well, we'll take a look right here in just a moment, but as it is,
9 stacks, not bad. And there we see the initiation coming in from 269, the Frozen Tube onto Mag now. The disengage onto Ribena. Chrom here actually using the diplomatic immunity to great effect, getting 1 kill. Tries to take down Zare right now. The diplomatic immunity has gone down. Ribena will get taken down by the eye shot. Chrom coming back, tries to take down Zare. The Zarya's coming in. Mag will get taken down by Celebrity. We will see another rocket jump coming in very shortly. The heal comes out. It is going to be the ace coming out for 269.
oh, whoa, okay, I thought he punted him away. All right, nicely done by 269. They do manage to break the siege on their home ground. Very, very close timing right there. Not too sure why Stray actually stepped so far forward when the super minions were crashing onto the Nexus turrets. KTHXBAI were making a good move towards the inhibitor turret on the bottom side, but I think they wrongly judged how quickly Celebrity would clear those minions.
Death timers are really, really long though, and you were right. I mean, why did Stray put himself in such a awkward position?
Yeah, I think really trying to force the issue on bottom, I think we can safely say. Though the death timers not being all too long, or rather they are very long, but on certain members, they will be respawning. So it looks like 269 will be playing this safely.
Both inhibitors coming back up as well for the side of 269. Let's watch it respawn.
Dun, dun,
Oh, the inhibitor respawns.
I wish it made that sound actually.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
that'll be great.
Chrom as well, like we said, this time using diplomatic immunity to much more effect.
Let's see his build here. Yomu's
GA now. Wow.
GA and what's that item there?
So Tiamat. Sorry, Ravenous Hydra. Yep, Ravenous Hydra.
Yeah, it is a rabbit.
Boots of Swiftness.
Yeah, and the Boots of Swiftness. Interesting choice.
Definitely a few slows coming his way. Got Electro Harpoons, Janna, there, etc., etc. So I do like that choice. Even the frozen field that is created by the Iceborne Gauntlet. So he's going to get a lot of mileage again to basically run.
Reduce, what, 25% I believe?
Yeah, so just
slows.
run all over the enemy team. And in fact, if even the Blade of the Ruin comes in, then he's basically dealing with the slows from every single member on the side of KTHXBAI. So that's pretty much the most value I've seen from a Boots of Swiftness. As we do enter another pause. We do apologize, guys. It does seem that we do have a bit of connectivity issues. Once again, we are playing with the teams from Vietnam and Malaysia, casting live here from Singapore, so we don't actually know what are the particular issues these teams are facing. As it is though, it is yet another long game, so we are in for quite the series this whole entire day. 75 minutes, 75,000 gold to 81,000 gold from 269 and KTHXBAI in a 45-minute game so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what we have here from the side of 269 and KTHXBAI, really long game coming in, and a back and forth completely between both these teams. When one team messes up, the other team capitalizes. When both teams mess up, both teams, we saw the double ace coming in as well. And of course, we just saw KTHXBAI messing up finally, and we will see 269 coming up big here with that defense and possibly setting up for the Baron.
Alright. To their credit, KTHXBAI in terms of the Dragon game managed to get 2 in their pocket, so 2 to 3, managing to hop onto that train. And definitely when it comes to team fights, it does seem that if KTHXBAI do not respect the Tristana, meaning they venture too far forward, or they let a few of the members get caught out, you know, way ahead, or they expend too many cooldowns without Tristana actually entering the fight, that definitely seems to go in favor of 269. And when you have a 15-4 Tristana, well, I think that's pretty much a given, a moot point, you would say.
Moot indeed. We will see a fight happen. Or try to see a fight. Oh, Crom taking quite a bit of damage here. Zera's gonna chase him. Will Zera get hit by the Frozen Tomb though?
Yeah, and this is one of the things I love about Orianna late game, when you have enough cooldown reduction and your items are really there. You turn from this rather kind of delightful, petite, you know, ballerina into this like automatron of rage, and because you can keep chasing with such short cooldowns, slowing people, speeding up your team. Really, really a very, very thematically cool champion, but here you go. No flash on the string.
No flash on the string indeed, but no damage coming out from those 3 members. Sacrifice will be sacrificed here. Taken down by KTHXBAI, and now they need to go for the defense. Assault battery has already been used by Stray, of course.
Oh, but look at this. Crom in the base.
Split push.
And you know, if they pull the Rumble away, that's actually absolutely huge. Because KTHXBAI, I mean, they really want to fight with that big Rumble ultimate. No TP available for either Mags or Crom, so, well, what do you know, Wolf? Yet another successful stall coming out from the 269 team. Crom with the brilliant mind games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we kind of take a look at the map now, there's a huge wave pushing out in the top. Whoa, we will see the flash from Beyond coming in. He's going to use the Zolias as well as the Frozen Tomb. Crom coming in. Gets 1 kill. Will he get a kill onto Strado? Tries to shut down Pyro. Will get it. It's going to be the double. We've got a Meddling Gunner and her rocket jumps as well. Mag with the equalizer gets the disengage. It's going to be the 2 for 2 here for 269 and KTHXBAI.
Absolutely crazy stuff right there. We of course saw a brilliant engage coming in from Beyond. Really seemed like he engaged from Beyond, used his Glacial Path as well as the Flash to lock everybody down with his W. Of course, no delay on that lockdown as compared to the Frozen Tomb. So really nicely done by Beyond to start that off for his team.
And they managed to get a Baron, of course, for 269. 48 minutes into the game, we see our Baron being taken here against KTHXBAI. Can they use the Baron though, Flavors? Because it's only lasting for 180 seconds.
And you know what, Wolf? We have passed the 43-minute mark of our first series. We already thought those games were pretty long, but it looks like 269.
They get a 4th dragon.
Yeah, they're going for the marathon. You know, they have the 4th dragon. They have a 46-minute game on their hands.
Flavors, I don't know if you caught this, but did you see the words that came up? You mean, you know, the user interface on the dragon? It says tower destruction, but I'm pretty sure the 4th dragon buff gives you minion and monster damage.
That's very interesting.
Oh wait, it's the 2nd dragon buff. No, it's the 4th dragon buff coming out from them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. This is the 4.21 patch.
It's a bug from Riot. It's time to report it.
It's a bug in the system.
Yeah, it's a bug in the system indeed.
Alright, but you know what isn't a bug is that purple buff shining so brightly around all the members of 269.
Shine bright like a diamond. Push my minions. Push into the base.
There you go. Look at that. It's beautiful.
How long is this game gonna go? I mean, we've got 50 minutes here. This will be our longest game so far.
Yeah, and you know the crazy thing, Wolf, is that it took them 48 minutes to realize the power of Lissandra, right? Just go in there, engage, and the rest of your team, if they're there to follow up, it's absolutely devastating. Question is right now, will 269 have the finesse to actually pull off such a collapse again? Because we've seen one absolutely horrid collapse and one absolutely brilliant one. And
yeah.
which 269 are we going to see in what we hope is the closing moments of this
We
game?
have not seen a clean ace from either team yet, though.
I thought we had the double ace.
Not a clean ace.
Oh, a clean ace. Right, no, double isn't clean. Double's bloody, man.
It's a bloody ace.
It's a bloody
I mean,
ace.
okay, the game has been going on for 15 minutes. We've got 66 kills between both these teams.
Man, I didn't even notice there 66 kills. This is absolutely a bloodbath. Oh, no, see, that's all you need to do. 50 minutes in, Lissandra learns how to use Glacial Path as a zoning tool. Absolutely brilliant, of course.
Oh, they're gonna collapse onto Crom here.
4v1
Crom's gonna try to
though.
take down Mag. He's gonna run away with the diplomatic
Oh my
immunity.
goodness.
Gets the shockwave. Gets the Guardian Angel proc, and this inhibitor in the mid lane is gonna go down.
He's back.
He is back.
He's
Back
and
with a
mad.
vengeance. They're
Back
gonna
and he's
disengage
angry.
though. They're gonna disengage.
That was pretty much the angriest poppy I've ever seen. It's like-
Yeah, that was an angry KTHXBAI too.
yeah, and I say that mostly because, once again, I think we can criticize Karma a little bit for not quite being focused. It's just like, I want to hit whatever I want. You know, and he did so much damage that I think KTHXBAI was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, 2 or 3 members chunked down when pretty much it was a 4v1. But importantly, whatever the case is, they got 2 inhibitors from that.
Wait, what did Crom sell away for the BF sword?
Question.
Huh. Did he sell away anything? If not, then he's not at the 6 item poppy. And that's a really scary poppy right now.
He was almost 2-shotting even Zare right there, so...
Got a feeling that it might be the Bloodthirster
and
coming
look,
out
it's
from.
reflected in Zare's build as well. Rather than going for 6 damage items, on top of his Zhonya's, he has the Guardian Angel as well.
Will we see the League of Guardian Angels once again? Flavors.
The revival.
The revival of the Guardian Angel.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness, Beyond taken out so low. And there we get the Guardian Angel. No
Oh!
proc of the Guardian Angel. The big one is not loaded up for Pyro here. So it means that we have Lissandra that's able to get away from this one. And Sir has 4,000 HP.
This is ridiculous. What game is this?
He has only 4 items here. He has 4,000 HP. How is this possible?
All right. It's been a pretty crazy last few minutes because it seems that 50 minutes in, both teams go like, hey, you know what? Actually, we're really strong. So now that they're starting to pick a little bit of the scuffles here and there, well, this late into the game, picking those scuffles, one mistake can mean the game. So it's really an ironic situation, really, for the teams where it's like, finally, they have the items they want to fight, but it's taken them so long to get to this point. And we're just going to have to see. I believe whichever team is the first one to engage, I really feel will take this. But I say that with a pinch of salt because, of course, 269, again, very inconsistent. One terrible, absolutely horrid collapse, and then a brilliant one.
Who gets the Scuttle Crab?
Ah.
Matt gets the Scuttle Crab, and I just realized, yeah, Alistar has a heck load of health in the late game.
Yeah, definitely.
He gets, let's see, about 8,000-ish health from the Ruby Sightstone, another 800-ish from the Face of the Mountain, and then Righteous Glory gives him about another 1,000. So, okay, that kind of makes sense.
All right.
That's a lot of
269,
health.
all they have to do is go top lane. Just wait for the super minions to crash on the bottom. Use the range of Tristana and the zone created just by throwing out a Glacial Path. And you're good. You're golden. You can even drop the Demacian Standard for extra attack speed and a bit of zone. There you go. And then just hit the tower. There you go. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, Tristana at level 18 outranges the turret, so...
No, not the entire turret.
Not, oh well, very close to outranging the
That's
turret.
right. That would be OP, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
that
That would
will
be
be
like the
OP.
Baron buff on Tristana.
That will be the Baron buff on Tristana.
But nevertheless,
I believe it's Corki on his Bioarcane, not Bioarcane Barrage.
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw,
Man,
yeah.
yeah, I forgive you. This game has gone on for 54 minutes. And we cast, 43-minute games just early on. So, guys, if you're still with us, mad props to you. A lot of respect for sticking with us for these long games. 91,000 and 95,000 gold for these teams.
And in the past, 4 minutes, the kill score has been sitting at 66.
It's like TPA or something, man. I thought they left this league. These guys play slow. Alright. I say alright because Crom's just going to base and KTHXBAI has to do something.
Oh, there we go. Beyond jumps right in. Stray is going to be the first one to go down. We have the equalizer. Stray actually still surviving this one. Finally going down. Mag coming up big with the Zonias as well. Will we see Crom go down to knock up? Sacrifice able to survive this one. This might be game, guys. We have Zare on the Shockwave as well on the DL. And Pyro will be looking to defend this one as much as possible. This should be it from the side of Zotac 269. It is the game. We have 269 closing it out right here, right now.
56 minutes. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sticking with us because, that was an incredibly long game. There are so many things I want to say about it, but all I'm going to say is, my goodness, these teams need to learn how to close out games better.
They need to learn how to team fight a little bit better as well. I mean,